The Intergalactic Council had convened in a rare full assembly. The grand hall filled with representatives from countless star systems. An air of tension crackled through the chamber, a palpable energy that signified the importance of the matter at hand. At the center of the hall, standing tall on a raised platform, was the council leader, a venerable figure whose presence commanded respect and authority. "Delegates of the galaxy," the council leader's voice boomed, amplified by the acoustics of the chamber. "We gather today to address a threat that endangers us all. We have received intelligence about an ancient weapon, one of unimaginable power known as human." A murmur rippled through the crowd. Whispers of speculation and concern spread like wildfire. The existence of such a weapon was a myth, a legend passed down through generations. Yet here, in this moment, it was being declared a reality. The council leader continued, "Our sources have confirmed that this weapon was created by a long-extinct species from the planet Earth, a species known as humans. We must locate and secure this weapon before it falls into the wrong hands. To this end, we are dispatching a specially assembled team to the remnants of Earth. They will be led by Commander Zara of the Sargonian fleet." Commander Zara, a seasoned warrior with countless campaigns under her belt, stepped forward. Her tall, imposing figure and piercing eyes conveyed a sense of unwavering determination. She saluted the assembly, a gesture of respect and readiness. "I accept this mission with honor, Council Leader," Zara said, her voice steady and strong. "My team and I will do whatever it takes to find this weapon and ensure the safety of the galaxy." As Zara and her team prepared for departure, the details of their mission were laid out. The Earth, now a desolate wasteland, was a far cry from the vibrant, life-filled planet it once was. Millennia had passed since humans walked its surface, leaving behind ruins and relics of a civilization long gone. The team's task was to sift through these remnants and uncover the secrets hidden within. The journey to Earth was arduous. The team's spacecraft, the Argonaut, was equipped with the latest in interstellar travel technology, but even so, the trip spanned several weeks. During this time, Zara drilled her team, ensuring they were prepared for any scenario. The crew consisted of experts in various fields: archaeology, technology, xenobiology, and combat. Each member brought unique skills to the mission, forming a cohesive unit ready to face the unknown. Upon their arrival in the Sol system, the team was greeted by the sight of a broken planet. Earth hung in space, shrouded in a haze of dust and debris. The once blue oceans were now dry basins, the continents scarred by massive craters and tectonic upheavals. The team landed in what was once known as Europe, choosing a site believed to be rich in historical artifacts. "Stay alert," Zara commanded as the team disembarked. "We don't know what we might encounter here." The landscape was eerily silent, the only sounds being the crunch of rubble underfoot and the faint whir of the team's equipment. They began their search, using advanced scanning devices to probe beneath the surface for hidden structures and objects. Days turned into weeks as the team painstakingly excavated the site. They uncovered fragments of buildings, rusted machinery, and remnants of human technology. Yet there was no sign of the weapon they sought. Frustration began to mount, but Zara remained resolute. "We must be close," she encouraged her team. "Keep looking." Their persistence paid off one fateful day when the scanners detected an underground facility. The entrance was buried under tons of rock and debris, but the team worked tirelessly to clear a path. When they finally breached the entrance, they were greeted by a vast underground complex, its walls lined with strange symbols and deteriorating equipment. "This must be it," said Dr. Lyra, the team's archaeologist. "The legend spoke of a hidden vault where the humans stored their most powerful creations." As they ventured deeper into the complex, the atmosphere grew tense. The air was thick with dust and the smell of decay. They passed through numerous chambers, each filled with relics of a bygone era. Finally, they reached a massive door, adorned with intricate carvings and a central lock mechanism. "This is it," Zara declared. "Prepare to breach the door." The team's engineer, Jax, worked quickly to decipher the locking mechanism. With a final twist, the door creaked open, revealing a chamber. As the days passed, The signal grew stronger, but its origin remained elusive. The crew's anxiety increased, the unknown presence looming over them like a specter. Then, without warning, their ship was jolted violently, alarms blaring throughout the vessel. "Status report!" Zara barked, gripping the armrest of her command chair. "We're under attack!" the tactical officer responded. "Unknown vessel approaching fast!" The view screen flickered to life, displaying a sleek, ominous ship bearing down on them. Its design was unlike anything they had encountered, a menacing blend of advanced technology and organic matter. "Prepare for evasive maneuvers," Zara ordered. "All hands to battle stations." The Argonaut darted through space, attempting to evade the incoming fire. The enemy ship was relentless, its weapons systems far more advanced than anything the team had seen. As the battle raged on, it became clear that their chances of survival were slim. "We can't keep this up, Commander!" the tactical officer shouted over the din. "Their firepower is too strong." Zara clenched her fists. "We have to protect the weapon at all costs. Prepare to activate the emergency jump drive. It's our only hope." The crew worked frantically to initiate the jump, the ship's systems straining under the pressure. Just as the enemy ship closed in for the kill, the Argonaut vanished in a flash of light, hurtling through space at an impossible speed. When the ship finally emerged from the jump, the crew was battered but alive. The enemy ship was nowhere to be seen, and the Argonaut floated in the quiet expanse of space. "Status?" Zara asked, her voice hoarse. "We made it, Commander," the navigation officer replied. "But the jump drive is fried. We're adrift until we can make repairs." Zara nodded. "Understood. Get to work on those repairs. We need to get back to the Council as soon as possible." As the crew set to work, Zara retreated to her quarters, the weight of the mission bearing down on her. She placed the device on her desk, staring at it intently. What was so special about this human weapon that it warranted such an aggressive pursuit? Her thoughts were interrupted by a soft chime. It was Dr. Lyra requesting an audience. "Come in!" Zara called. Dr. Lyra entered, her expression a mix of excitement and concern. "Commander, I've been studying the device. I think it may be more than just a weapon." Zara raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean?" Lyra took a deep breath. "The markings on the device, they're a form of ancient human script. I've been able to decipher some of it. It speaks of a power that can awaken something within us. Something dormant." Zara frowned. "Awaken what?" Lyra hesitated. "I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it has the potential to change everything we know about ourselves and our place in the universe." The implications of Lyra's words hung heavy in the air. Zara knew they had stumbled upon something far greater than they had anticipated. The journey ahead was fraught with uncertainty, but one thing was clear. The discovery of the human weapon was only the beginning. The crew of the Argonaut worked tirelessly to repair the jump drive, knowing their survival depended on it. The enemy ship's sudden and fierce attack had left them shaken but determined. Commander Zara kept the device, the human weapon, securely in her quarters, its mystery gnawing at her mind. Dr. Lyra delved deeper into the device's secrets. Each breakthrough in deciphering the ancient script revealed more questions than answers. It spoke of a transformative power, one that could unlock hidden potential within sentient beings. As the repairs progressed, Lyra and Zara spent long hours discussing the implications. "Commander, if what the inscriptions say is true, this device could be the key to a new era of evolution," Lyra said, her eyes alight with excitement and fear. "We need to understand it fully before we decide our next move," Zara replied. "We can't risk activating something we don't comprehend." Meanwhile, the crew's morale was a mixture of relief at their escape and anxiety over the unknown. The engineering team, led by Jax, faced setback after setback as they struggled to restore the jump drive. Tensions ran high, but their dedication never wavered. One evening, as the ship floated silently in space, Zara called a meeting with her senior officers. The device sat on the table between them, a silent witness to their deliberations. "We need to be prepared for whatever happens next," Zara began. "Our priority is to get back to the Council, but we also have to be ready to defend ourselves. Our enemies won't give up easily." "We should consider using the device," suggested Lieutenant Varys, the tactical officer. If it can enhance our capabilities, it might give us the edge we need. Dr. Lyra shook her head. We don't know enough about it yet. It could be dangerous. We're already in danger, Varys countered. If we wait, we might not get another chance. Zara listened to the debate, weighing the risks and benefits. Finally, she made a decision. We'll continue our repairs and gather as much information as we can. We won't use the device until we're sure it's safe. The crew agreed, and the meeting adjourned. Zara returned to her quarters, staring at the device. The ancient humans had created something extraordinary, but at what cost? She couldn't shake the feeling that their mission was far from over. Days passed, and the ship's systems slowly came back online. Jax and his team worked miracles, and soon, the jump drive was functional again. They set a course for the Council's homeworld, hoping to avoid further encounters with their mysterious pursuers. As they traveled, Zara and Lyra continued their studies. They discovered that the device was more than just a weapon. It was a key to unlocking genetic memories, abilities dormant within many species. The potential applications were staggering, but the risks were equally great. One night, as the Argonaut cruised through the void, alarms blared once more. The enemy ship had found them again, closing in fast. The crew scrambled to battle stations, ready to defend themselves. This is it, Zara said, gripping the armrest of her command chair. Prepare to engage. The ensuing battle was fierce. The Argonaut darted and weaved, firing all its weapons to keep the enemy at bay. Despite the tide of battle turned, the Argonaut fought back with newfound vigor, its crew operating with almost superhuman precision. The enemy ship faltered under the relentless assault, its defenses crumbling. With a final devastating volley, the Argonaut destroyed the enemy vessel, leaving nothing but debris in its wake. The crew cheered, their victory hard-won and bittersweet. As the adrenaline faded, they realized the true extent of what had just happened. The device had saved them, but at what cost? They had unlocked something ancient and powerful, something that might change them forever. Zara addressed her crew, her voice steady and resolute. We've survived this battle, but our mission isn't over. We need to get back to the Council and share what we've learned. The galaxy needs to know about this weapon, and we need to understand its full potential and its dangers. As they resumed their course, a sense of unease settled over the crew. They had won the battle, but the war was far from over. The device had given them a glimpse of a power beyond their understanding, and with it came the responsibility to wield it wisely. Dr. Lyra continued her research, determined to unlock the device's secrets. She discovered that the power within it was not just a weapon, but a catalyst for evolution. The ancient humans had created it to push the boundaries of what was possible, to unlock the hidden potential within every sentient being. Zara and her team knew that their discovery would change everything. The Council would need to decide how to handle this new power, how to protect it from those who would use it for destruction. The crew of the Argonaut had become the guardians of a secret that could alter the fate of the galaxy. As they approached the Council's homeworld, Zara felt a mixture of hope and dread. They had survived unimaginable trials, but the hardest part was yet to come. They would have to face the Council, reveal the truth about the device, and confront the implications of their discovery. The stars stretched out before them, a vast expanse of possibilities and challenges. The crew of the Argonaut knew they were not just returning with a weapon, but with the key to a new era. An era of potential and peril, where the true nature of the human device would be revealed, and their place in the universe would be forever changed. The Argonaut glided into the atmosphere of the Council's homeworld, its hull bearing the scars of recent battles. The crew, exhausted but resolute, prepared for the debriefing. Commander Zara carried the human device in a secure case, its significance weighing heavily on her shoulders. The Council chamber was a grand circular room with representatives from every corner of the galaxy. As Zara and her team entered, a hush fell over the assembly. The Council leader gestured for them to step forward. Commander Zara, we understand you have completed your mission, the leader said, his voice echoing through the hall. What have you discovered? Zara opened the case, revealing the device. We found the weapon known as human, But it's more than just a weapon. It's a key to unlocking genetic potential, a catalyst for evolution. Murmurs spread through the chamber. The council members exchanged glances, their expressions a mix of awe and concern. Dr. Lyra stepped forward. The ancient humans created this device to enhance their abilities. It taps into dormant genetic traits, unleashing extraordinary capabilities. The leader leaned forward, his eyes narrowing. "And have you tested it?" Zara nodded. "We were forced to use it in battle. It gave us the strength to survive, but we still don't fully understand its power or its risks." One of the council members, a stern-faced representative from the Andromedan system, stood. "If this device is as powerful as you claim, it could be a threat to us all. We must decide how to handle it." Another representative from the peaceful Solarian Federation countered. "But it could also be a boon. Imagine what we could achieve with such power. Eradication of diseases, enhancement of life, defense against our enemies." The debate raged on. The council divided on how to proceed. Zara listened, her thoughts troubled. They had uncovered a treasure trove of potential, but the path forward was fraught with peril. Finally, the council leader called for silence. "We will need time to deliberate. Commander Zara, you and your team will remain here under our protection. The device will be placed in a secure facility while we make our decision." As the team left the chamber, Zara felt a knot of tension in her chest. The council's decision could shape the future of the galaxy, and she feared the consequences of both action and inaction. In the days that followed, the team was kept in a secure compound, their movements restricted. Dr. Lyra continued her research, aided by the council's top scientists. They made progress in understanding the device's mechanism. She broke through the melee, pursuing the thief. The chase led them through the compound, dodging blasts and leaping over obstacles. Finally, she cornered the intruder in a dimly lit corridor. "Drop it!" Zara commanded, her weapon trained on the thief. The intruder turned, removing their helmet to reveal a familiar face. It was Kira, a rogue operative Zara had encountered on previous missions. "You don't understand, Zara. This device could change everything. We can't let the council decide its fate." Zara's grip tightened on her weapon. "And you think stealing it is the answer? You're playing with forces beyond your control." Kira shook her head. "I'm giving us a chance to be more than we are, to rise above our limitations." Before Zara could respond, a blast from behind sent her sprawling. Kira seized the opportunity, disappearing into the shadows with the device. Regaining her footing, Zara contacted her team. "Kira has the device. She's heading for the docks. We need to stop her before she escapes." They regrouped and raced towards the docks, the sense of urgency driving them forward. Kira was already boarding a sleek black ship when they arrived. With no time to waste, Zara ordered her team to board a nearby vessel and give chase. The pursuit was intense. Kira's ship weaved through the bustling spaceport, darting past other vessels and out into open space. The Argonaut followed, its crew determined to retrieve the device. As they closed in on Kira's ship, a sudden explosion rocked the Argonaut. Another enemy vessel had joined the fray, firing upon them with deadly precision. Zara cursed under her breath. They were outgunned and outnumbered. "We need to disable Kira's ship before she jumps to hyperspace," Zara ordered. "Target her engines." The Argonaut's weapons locked onto Kira's vessel, unleashing a barrage of fire. The enemy ship returned fire, the battle escalating into a chaotic dance of lasers and explosions. Despite their best efforts, Kira's ship managed to evade their attacks and prepared to jump. "She's getting away!" Varys shouted, his frustration evident. Zara gritted her teeth. "Not if I can help it." In a desperate move, she ordered a direct collision course with Kira's ship. The Argonaut's shields flared as they bore down on the fleeing vessel. At the last moment, Kira's ship executed a hyperspace jump, vanishing into the void. The Argonauts shuddered from the near miss, alarms blaring. The enemy vessel, seeing their prize escape, disengaged and retreated. The crew was left battered and frustrated, their mission once again in jeopardy. Zara slammed her fist into the console. "We lost her, and the device." Dr. Lyra placed a hand on her shoulder. "We'll find her, Zara. We have to." The crew regrouped, their resolve strengthened by the setback. They knew the stakes were higher than ever. Kira had the device, and with it, the power to change the galaxy. Zara vowed to track her down, to prevent the potential catastrophe that loomed on the horizon. As the Argonauts set a new course, the crew prepared for the next phase of their mission. The Council needed to be informed, and they had to devise a plan to recover the device. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but they would face it together, ready to confront whatever challenges lay in their way. The hunt for Kira had begun, and the fate of the galaxy hung in the balance. The Argonaut raced through space, tracking Kira's ship. Zara and her team were relentless, their determination fueled by the high stakes. They had informed the Council, which had immediately mobilized all available resources to assist in the pursuit. Dr. Lyra made a breakthrough in her research, discovering a unique energy signature emitted by the device. This signature allowed them to pinpoint Kira's location, deep within a lawless sector of the galaxy known as the Fringe. "Kira's heading to the Fringe," Zara briefed her team. "It's a dangerous area, but we have no choice. We need to get that device back." The Argonaut entered the Fringe, its sensors on high alert. The sector was a chaotic mix of asteroid fields and pirate hideouts, making navigation treacherous. Zara knew they had to move quickly before Kira could use the device for her own ends. The signal led them to a hidden base on a large asteroid. The Argonaut approached cautiously, cloaking its presence as much as possible. Zara gathered her team, ready for the assault. "We go in fast and hard," Zara instructed. "Our priority is to secure the device and capture Kira. Let's move." They breached the base's defenses, fighting their way through Kira's mercenaries. The battle was intense, but Zara's team fought with precision and determination. They reached the central chamber where Kira was preparing to activate the device. "Kira, stop!" Zara shouted, her weapon trained on the rogue operative. Kira turned, a defiant look in her eyes. "You don't understand, Zara? This device can elevate us all. We can become more than we ever imagined." "You're playing with forces you can't control," Zara replied. "Don't do this." Kira hesitated, the conflict evident on her face. But before she could decide, a sudden explosion rocked the base. A group of pirates, alerted by the disturbance, had attacked, seeking the powerful artifact for themselves. The chamber descended into chaos. Zara and her team fought off the pirates, but in the confusion, Kira activated the device. A blinding light filled the room, and everyone was thrown to the ground by the shockwave. When the light faded, Kira stood at the center, transformed by the device's power. She radiated energy, her eyes glowing with an eerie intensity. "You've made a mistake," Zara warned, rising to her feet. "You can't control it." Kira looked at her hands, the power coursing through her. "Maybe you're right," she whispered, a hint of fear in her voice. Before Kira could react, Zara lunged forward, using a specially designed containment field to deactivate the device. Kira collapsed, the energy dissipating. The pirates, seeing their advantage lost, fled the base. Zara secured the device, ensuring it was safe. She looked down at Kira, who was unconscious but alive. "Let's get her back to the Argonaut," Zara ordered. "And the device. It's time to end this." Back on the Argonaut, they locked the device in a secure containment unit. Kira was placed in the brig, under constant watch. Zara contacted the Council, informing them of the mission's success. The Council decided that the device would be placed under the highest security, with a team of scientists working to understand its potential and ensure it would never be misused. As the Argonaut returned home,